Crypto media friends, welcome back to Los Angeles. Another overtime day for those of us in the side hustle here in crypto land. And big trip. Sorry, I haven't been able to post much. It's just been very consumed by work and creating, media, I think, which a lot of you guys do. And so this being the awesome side hustle, I wanted to check in with you guys really quick because, again, please subscribe. I do this stuff live because this stuff is going to be ever evolving and it's changing so fast, and the opportunities to get in, as I've specified before in previous videos, are, the mint stage, which as we all know is really getting even more and more challenging now. But you have the reveal stage, and after that, the reveal stage, you kind of don't know what land you're going to be in. Are you going to be in only one land where everything jumps from zero point 0.7 to 2.3 ETH, or maybe you got a rarity? And you're sitting on 10 ETH. This isn't a financial advice channel, but this is the sort of the reality of the space channel. And, when it comes to me, and so ostensibly you also have, conversely, you have is this a sevens, sort of thing. The sevens we knew was going to be a huge bang. And it was, and just before the reveal, it was massive. It went up massively. And crashed massively. I did kind of say, as we were going through that process of examining it, I had some questions about the art, and I think that the art underwhelmed to some degree. I'm still a fan of a lot of the pieces, and the community there is really great, and I enjoyed my time there. So again, no FUD, but I think there was just something about the expectation, and also the realization of people flipping and just turning this into sort of a profit machine for them, where they were able to mint. And so we're having some scenarios evolve in this space with a project that I've covered and have been tracking with you guys, called Galaxy Eggs. And so the Galaxy Eggs are, they're just simple concept, but they're done so well. It's beautiful, the work that has been done. And if you guys watch the channel, please subscribe, put the little bell notification so you get these things. But you can see the art is really specific, and it's fantastic. And this is like a culmination of somebody's life work. This isn't a PFP. So the value here, I don't know if you're going to come away with any looking the same, exactly the same. This is much more than somebody's grinding out, as the sevens artist did, for a couple weeks. Again, no FUD, but this is what he did. He was doing art for that was complementing Onis and sort of riffing off of existing ones, and he partnered with somebody who was like, hey, you're pretty good, let's make our own. And they created the sevens, and that's what happened. So, it's no FUD. It's just I'm trying to report on what's going on in the space, and but this is different. This is somebody's been working for apparently it's 20 years. This artist, we'll take a quick look at the name Gal, and it's not Beeple, this is very specific, and it's not as certainly as huge. But I think you're talking about 9,000, basically it's 10,000. It's a bit of a high generative number, to be honest. So it's gonna be very interesting how it shakes out. But the variation in it looks stunning and stunningly intricate. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they pan out. And again, the expectations are quite high now with this project. I think as they sort of built momentum and tried to release this. I believe they're probably the first generative PFP project to do 2K resolution, and they've had a heck of a time doing it. I think we talked a little bit about this is what led me to bringing Akash to you guys. By the way, congrats if you're in those I'm a fan of a few tokens, and I review them here and there. I talk about them here and there, and just Akash, Adam, Luxo, you are doing pretty good. If you've picked up or looked at any of those, you must be up 5-6x for the last couple weeks. So here this project is, it's got a lot of potential artistically. Like I was very interested by it artistically. It looked a lot like some some of the fine art NFTs that go for 10 times this. Now this is the thing, it's 10,000 iterations of this, so it's going to be interesting to see how varied those iterations are. If we have some sort of amazing amalgamations of different elements coming together, or are there going to be redundancies? Are there going to be people who are like, well, I have the ETH gold egg with all the little golden BBs in it, and it's just got the skyline of Chicago instead of New York. And so is there going to be enough variation to satisfy 10,000? I think it was a lofty number, but it's pretty regular. But the demand also is insanely high for these. Go to OpenSea and try and get these. Not too many people are selling. I mean, sure, you're selling, but like the floor is at 0.79, and it'll say 0.75, but it's actually, there's one in there that's just sitting in there that isn't functional. You can't buy it. There's something weird with it, but it's 0.79. And that's where I got mine. And you can look at my wallet. I should be including my wallet like in the comment section from now on. I'm just going to do that, just so you guys can see it. This is blockchain, and it's all in the public view, and it should be viewable. And so at 0.7, it's a lot of money for me, honestly. But I think there's the potential here to acquire a piece of art, as I said, in a stage this is the reveal stage. So right now, all it is this little egg here with these dragon scales, and it's got some drama behind it. But what is it gonna be when it reveals? I don't know. In terms of rarity and stuff, I don't know if I'm making that bet of getting like, oh, maybe I'm gonna get a super rare, because I think these are all almost kind of one of ones when I'm looking at the art, and so they should all be quite original. I don't know how they're staggering, the value chain of having uniqueness to it. I just think they're all going to be quite unique. But I just think the artistic value alone merits taking a shot, because it's for me, it's an expensive one, but you can tell sort of if you look at the wallets of some of the people who minted, they're betting big too. And so there's this is their first, so that's kind of like it's their first collection. There's got to be over 25,000 in that Discord though. By mint, I know there was about that many, and already 4,400 and 4.4k owners. A little bit more now probably, but there's the volume is quite crisp. It's the number of sales is okay. I don't think a ton of people know about this project in terms of like its anticipation. It was a very sort of slow mover, and I think that people eventually organically found it because it was in this long processing stage to try and resolve at 2K, and that benefited. And like I said, I think the more that projects can almost be in this stasis of release, and whether that's a technical thing to catch up in pre-reveal, then in sort of that pre-reveal stage, you have a timeline in which more people are talking about it, almost in a sense. Maybe some people are like, oh gosh, we have to wait for all this high quality, this is crap, and people are like, oh, what are you waiting for? And I was like, I sound like Barney Rubble there. So I'm just gonna sit on this egg, and I'm bringing you guys this video in the overtime sort of special here, because you got about 12 hours before reveal, and just watch along, maybe even as I crash and burn here of like, oh yeah, I got an egg, and then I might just get crap, man. I might just get like, that's the tough part about the reveals, buying this in the mint or the real estate, the mint side, if you can get in, it's like, it's worth it because, hey, the upside is really so high to the point where, you're probably already 10x if you're selling right now at the pre-reveal stage, on OpenSea. And so some people are buying a bunch, and then, they sell a couple just to make their money back, and now they're no matter what in the money. And, that's a way of doing it. And so I don't have time to sit there at every single one of these projects and get whitelisted. As you saw with Sevens, it was 20 hours. I was in the Sevens Discord for 20 hours, generating, sort of communal talks and, doing these sort of things to like, it's just like, it felt like Greek life, at a college, that sort of, you're like trying to like look cool and like, hey, I should be, part of your community. And, I didn't get picked, and a lot of people didn't get picked, and they were pissed off because there are some people in there that this type of money can make a huge difference. Getting in on a mint could make their month, could make several months. And so, it's gotten to that point of it meaning that much, being able to get in early on these projects. And so you still, though, because of the politics of that, of doing that in the Discord, I mean, you got to look at what happened to that project, to the Sevens. It's not super healthy right now. I'm sure they'll build up some momentum and do some interesting, cool stuff. And I might try and collect, one specific look that I really liked in the collection. But in terms of its community, I'm not super excited when I go to that Discord anymore. And so, what to make of that, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm like talking about NFTs, but it really left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. When they put in all this work to like become a part of a community, and then that community scattered. As soon as people made whitelist, they were gone. Like, I would say 1 out of 10 would check back in and like kind of play the game, be like, oh yeah, hey guys, how's it going? And then would go and F off to another Discord to start this process again of getting whitelisted. And so, if you don't have the time for that, if you do have the time for that, amazing. Get in there, get involved in the Discord to get whitelisted. If you don't, this is the pre-reveal stage. And this is a nice, juicy, long one for Galaxy Egg, but it's going to end in about 12 hours. So if, you like the art, this is the opportunity to get involved, because I don't know what's going to happen in the reveal. We saw what happened with Onis. I was kicking myself. I was like, yeah, maybe. I don't think anyone ever could have understood how, when the reveal came and everyone was showing off their Onis, how impressive that would have been, how different it would have been. People were just like, what is that? Like, it stood out in all the Discords because the coloration, the fact that it was, a pure profile, and sort of, the types of characters I thought were just super cool, and they made an impact. So now everyone's rocking those. If you don't have a Bored Ape, you're probably rocking an Oni. You're flossing it because over your Vogu. I still rock my Vogu because I love Minty. Minty Fresh is like, representative of, I think, pushing forward and trying to get in on these mints. And so it means something, to me, more than just am I getting emotional about my NFT? That's bizarre. But this is what we do, like, with these things. We like try and, find ways of connecting with this beyond just the friggin', I just put down $2,000 for an egg, guys. That's mental. Like, what world are we in? It's crazy, but like I said, I think that there's some artistic value in this project that is unlike most, more than most. Very few projects, I think, rival this in terms of its quality of art, and I'm hoping, anyway. That's the thing. That's what I'm going to find out in about 12 hours. So check it out, Galaxy Egg, and keep an eye on it. Like, subscribe. Let me know if you got on this one as well. There were a lot of other little drops that kind of came and went, and I didn't cover them because I wasn't super excited about the art. I think they just kind of try to look very anime-ish. And speaking of animators, did a nice drop. They did a puzzle drop, and maybe I'll cover that a little later. But it was very nice. Just it was nice instead of having to going and reminting like some of the other projects I've had to do, and then pay money for minting. It was just a nice drop. It was just like, hey, in my wallet, here's a little animatus puzzle thing, and yeah, by the way, it's worth 0.3 ETH. Just like it was just like, oh, cool. It was just a very nice surprise to find in your wallet. And so that's a lot of what we talk about with utility and bringing value to the space and to projects. And Animatus, I think, is really at the forefront of that stuff. And so I'll cover a little bit of what they did with the puzzle project, because it was a lot of fun and a lot of people did it. There's quite a few pieces of it, but a lot of people got the resources to put it together. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Check out Galaxy Egg if you want to see me get fried or any of the other egg puns that you want to throw at me. Hit me in the comments section. All right, guys. Be well.